In the first season of the 2023 Netflix series, The Diplomat, Kerry Russell plays Kate Weiler, the newly appointed U.S. ambassador to the United Kingdom, who has to navigate a complex world of state and international politics while maneuvering with and against her husband, Hal Weiler. In this video, we'll explore how the first season sets up character conflict between these two characters, which drives much of the drama in the series. Per usual, there will be spoilers to the story of The Diplomat, so I recommend checking it out before proceeding further. As a general story overview, the series kicks off with Kate Weiler being quickly ushered into taking the role of U.S. ambassador in the United Kingdom with her wily, charismatic husband Hal, who also happens to be a former ambassador. A British Navy vessel has been attacked, and the aftermath of the geopolitical consequences create a minefield of wavering alliances and heated investigations that propel Kate into finding out the truth behind the attack, while trying to prevent a potentially devastating war from breaking out. To set up the character conflict between Kate and her husband Hal, the series introduces them at a point where their marriage has fallen apart. We quickly learn that Kate and Hal plan to get divorced, but they have not publicly filed for it. This becomes a touchy issue when she starts her ambassador position, as the optics of a public divorce would not play well in people's minds. On top of that, there are higher stakes in Kate being earmarked for a possible vice president position under the current U.S. president. With Kate and Hal heading toward divorce, we also see how Hal will often act on his own accord and create obstacles for Kate. He initially struggles to stay away from the spotlight when Kate takes her new position, but he soon orchestrates potential meetings with other controversial government officials while making calls to international contacts that jeopardize Kate's plans. Hal comes off as charming and charismatic, which hides his conniving nature. He's played as a character foil to Kate, and we as the audience develop a love-hate relationship with him that likely mirrors similar tension between him and Kate. By bringing Kate into a new world with her state position, the series sets her up as an underdog with a lot of obstacles to overcome. From the very beginning, she clearly states that she's not fit to be a public politician like an ambassador. She would prefer to stay behind the scenes and navigate more undercover state operations. This opens up Kate to vulnerabilities, and bringing in Hal as an antagonistic force puts pressure on their wavering relationship. Since both characters have a long history with each other, we see that they're often not on the same page, and they can easily bring up past anecdotes to fuel their arguments with each other. Kate constantly reminds Hal that he undermines her authority, driving her to doubt herself at times and to mistrust him. Meanwhile, Hal picks moments to point out both positives and negatives of Kate's strategies and character, which make it hard for her to either completely cut him off or bring him more into her confidence. As the series progresses, we also see that this couple are also perhaps the only two people who fully understand each other because of their past history. There is still romantic tension between them, even as Kate and Hal flirt with other characters in their political circles. Due to the public pressure of needing to stay together as a married couple, Kate and Hal are forced to butt heads when their objectives clash. In several scenes, Kate will often want to get Hal to tell her the truth about a subject, but Hal will work against this objective. He often plays a scene objective where he's trying to get Kate to see a bigger picture with a given situation and to convince her to play along with his agenda. The stakes are high for these conversations because decisions are being made that affect geopolitics and the balance of power on the world stage. So overall, the character conflict between Kate and Hal in the first season of The Diplomat drives much of the narrative arcs because both characters are very ambitious and driven. They are designed to be at cross purposes with each other, pushing at each other's limits in order to pursue their individual goals.